you have already seen how an LSTM model is an upper hand over an RNN model. Okay, and so today's experiment, we are going to design and implement an LSTM model with TensorFlow, wherein we are going to perform a sentiment analysis for a given data set. So here the data set is a standard IMDb data set. So this particular IMDb dataset has got number of reviews from like movie reviews of about 25,000, and they will be labeled by their sentiment as positive review or negative review. And already this particular dataset is a standard dataset wherein it is pre-processed and each review is already encoded with the word indexes or integers. So the words are already indexed with the number of overall frequency that they come inside this particular data set. So what do? Is we just simply import this particular data set and we go ahead and divide it into training data and text data as per our convenience, and we are going to put it into the max review length of about 250, and we are going to divide our train and test data set as such. Now while we build our model, we would include our embedding embedding vector length as 32, and then we are going to build our sequential model here. So we add an embedding layer here with an input dimension as the number of words that we are taking and how much about of embedding vector length that you have decided. Here in this experiment I have decided it as 32. Okay, also that is going to be my output dimension, and my maximum review length I will be taking as my input length. So as I already discussed here, maximum review length I am taking here as 250, and my the embedding vector length I am taking it as 32. Alright, so I am going to check various combinations of activation functions and optimizers, and like you can check for ReLU and sigmoid as activation function and go with an optimizer like Adam, or if you want SGD, and check the same along with the activation functions with TANH, because I have clearly explained you how TANH could be a better activation function also in my videos. So that's what we are going to compare here. So as I told, my embedding vector length is 32. I am creating a sequential container and adding embedding layer here with input length as 25 and output dimension as same as my embedding vector length, which is 32. I am implementing 0.2 dropout ratio, and my LSTM simply I'm going to add my LSTM block with input as 32 because that's what my embedding vector length is. And finally I have got my dense layers with activation functions. You can use different combination of activation functions here, and I have chosen here my loss function. Obviously it is going to be binary cross entropy, and optimizer you can do any changes like SGD or Atom, and you can find out your accuracy with respect to the same, and you can compile this particular model and then check for your output. So when I have got data with me where I am using TANH as an activation function and Adam as an optimizer, or where I am using ReLU as an activation function and Adam or SGD as an optimizer. So please you can find out which one of it is giving you a better output, and also you can check for overfitting, underfitting, but we have used suitable dropout layers in this model. I don't think it should overfit, but still you please check it, and otherwise you go for hypertuning the parameter and check for the accuracy. So far for this particular experiment that I have got, I was using ReLU and sigmoid with Adam, which could give me 85% validation and normal accuracy 93, which is a very good model. And ReLU and sigmoid is giving me a little less. Same as with TANH and sigmoid. And then again, TANH and sigmoid is also giving me around 85 to 93% of accuracy. So this is my model. I would like to you to create a model. You can even change embedding vector length according to your taste and get me the results if you want. Check for the various combinations of activation functions and optimizer and produce me with the validation and your training accuracies.